Welcome to Upgrade. I'm your host, Frank the Tank, and today I'm gonna bring the X1 case. If you're looking for an inexpensive case and if you want it to be white or black or any other color that they sell, check this out. We're gonna take a look at it and see what you get when you purchase something like this. So let's take a look. All right, let's take a look at the actual case itself. When you get it off the box, this is pretty much what you get. This is glass, four actual screws to remove the glass. All right. The cover it's really light. There's no weight whatsoever. It's probably like a couple pounds here and there. You can see through everything. Of course, it's going to need a lot of cable management, so it's going to be a lot of love in there. And of course, you can see the RGB fans on the side. There's 1, 2, and 3. We're going to take a closer look too also. And then there's another one in the back that they give you. So we're going to put this together today and see how well it works. And we're going to add a major video card in here. So let's go ahead and do that. Let's go ahead and open it up first. So like I said, 4 screws to remove this. And you got to be careful about the glass because the glass, there's not replacing it. And I looked it up. The vendor doesn't have a site where you can actually replace it. So you're going to have to pre-cut the glass. And this is it's not the same as other system, or you're going to have to purchase some like this. There's plenty of room for any kind of power supply you have. Cable management is going to be hard because they don't give you a lot of room. We're going to open the back too. I personally don't like the white color, to be honest with you. It's just, it shows all the dents and flaws and everything. So let's flip it around in the back. In the back, not enough room for cable management, only in this side. If you guys can see this, everything's going to go pretty much go through here. Power supply, you get plenty of space for a slot for a mechanical drive in here, or a SATA drive you can include in here. They got a couple slots that you could probably fit in 1 or 2, but in reality you only have this bottom part because everything else is pretty much taken, if you guys could see. Overall, the fan is exactly what you expected. This is removable by removing this. Yeah, this whole thing removes by removing this, of course. It's not a basic thing that you could just unlock each unit out. You are going to have to punch in the actual slot where you're actually going to put your VGA card or any kind of card that you're going to put in there. On the side, give you the book. They don't give you a box, they give you a booklet and a couple of screws where to line up the motherboard. All right, pretty much that's what it is. So we're gonna go ahead and mount a motherboard in here. And if you guys can see the RGB cable for the lighting, you're not gonna be able to control them because they're all modularly connected here with the power. And it's kind of like there's a rail system, and pretty much one goes after another. That's pretty much how you get it here. This is a cheap version of RGB. You're not going to get the greatest connection or manipulation or changes on the RGB lighting. Pretty much you're going to have to replace the RGB light if you want to be able to control them through the motherboard or through the software. Now in this case, there is no control. It's just going to see, we're going to see how it runs. So we're going to test it out. And of course, they give you all the cables lined up in here, enough cables for pretty much everything. 2 USBs connection. 3.1 connection, USB 3.0. Actually, it's 3.0 on this one, 3.0, and that's about it. They don't give you a Type C or anything. And of course, you got the motherboard connections in here, and they all have names and numbers and stuff like that. How to connect these. So that's not bad. Green, easy. Everything's color coordinated. If you guys can see all the connections for the actual motherboard connection, they're all color coded. With the exception of these 3. All right, so let's go ahead and commence. All right, so we got the 3 lights, and if you guys can see, I can't manipulate the lights right now. All right, they're pretty much fixed. If you guys can see this one too, but this one is automatically changing to different colors. This one's pretty much red because it's came from an old machine. It's a 1080 Ti. Pretty much we got the 2 slots working. Everything seems like it's running okay. Video card, everything looks like it's going to be running. Power issues, nothing. We still have enough slots for 2 SATA drives. We don't have another M.2 slot in here in this B55OM motherboard. So if you guys can see, that's what I'm running right now. Bird's eye view, looks beautiful. Let's move it to the front right now so you guys can see the front. All right, so this is the front. If you guys can see it, one fan in here, 2 fan here, 3 fan. So this is, you can feel the air sucking in here, and we're gonna see how well airflow goes. Here's the other slot in here, like I was talking about. We're gonna cover it up right now. We're gonna see where the heat is actually working and sucking the air from. So we're gonna take a look at that part of it. But so far the case looks pretty good. All right, Montech. All right, so video card, everything's fitting pretty well. It looks really, aesthetics look really good, to be honest with you. I'm a little bit impressed with it. And if you guys can see, you could remove this to actually show more or add more. Actually, you got two more fans in here, and this is a magnetic piece in the back, so you could clean it up once in a while with all the dust bunnies. If you guys can see, you do have a light for a hard drive, but there is no hard drive. Reset button. Not quite sure what this button. Maybe it's. Let's try this button. Nothing happens. How about this one? Nothing happens. You got your 3.5 jack for mic, headset, and two USBs, A versions, not even 3. This is the only one that you're gonna get that's 3.0. All right, and then you got your power button. This is supposed to reset the whole thing, but it didn't do anything and change the RGB lighting. It didn't do nothing. Pretty much it stayed the same. Let's turn it off. You know, the computer, motherboard, and the tower, everything blended together looks really good. So if you're looking for an inexpensive tower, this could probably be it for you. But if you're looking for performance, this is going to be optional because it's limited to this, especially with the actual USBs that it gives you on the top. Not enough USBs or power to power other things, especially now new stuff that's coming out with Type-C. There is no Type-C on it. On the motherboard, you can do an optional. If you buy the motherboard with an optional Type-C connection in the back, you can do that. Plenty of room for water flowing systems if you have. If you guys noted, if I do have a water cooling system, I use the existing actual fan that came with the tower so it can match everything else. Unfortunately, you can't change any of the colors in here. They're fixed on the actual system because if you guys know the power, they were just to power them. They don't change anything other than this center piece right here. This is the only thing you can manipulate and change it. That's because I added my own water cooling, but other than that, it looks really good. Not plenty of light in the bottom and the top. If you guys can see it, you could just remove that and add your own light. But the actual system looks really good from the back and the side. You guys can see it, side angle, front angle. Easy, really light, and nothing fancy on this side. So if you guys like what you guys see, make sure you guys subscribe. I'm your host, Frank the Tank, and we're out.